Our next guest has had the most interesting, diverse, and frankly quirky jobs. She is the definition of career chaos. I've long admired her as a great observer and communicator. Not long ago, she realized that everything we need to know about humanity could be understood through karaoke. She's become a karaoke entrepreneur and a karaoke therapist. Please welcome Heather Watson.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here. I'm really excited. I'm so grateful to Sam and Lynn and Grace Kim and to Nagar for these beautiful necklaces that we've got tonight. And I hate to break it to you, but I'm only singing 2 words tonight. And those are 2 loaded words that I've chosen because they describe a place that some might think is even a state of being. And if I say them, almost heaven, you're going to imagine your own geography. Everybody's going to have a personal interpretation of this. But if I add some notes from an acoustic guitar and I sing them, I can say with a pretty high degree of certainty, most of you are going to know not only where that place is, but how to get there and some of the geographic features. Are we ready? Almost heaven. Are you ready? Anybody? There you go. You got it. So how much the meaning of words changes depends on, it's personal until we sing them. And when we connect words to songs in an indelible fashion, they become almost automatic responses, especially if they're things we share with other people. And so when it comes with others in our group, it's an automatic delivery system for pleasure. Whether we're singing alone or in a sing-along situation or on a microphone, it doesn't matter if we are giving it a performer's level of skill. And that's why karaoke is considered for so many people an adrenaline rush, a natural high. Sometimes it happens when the song isn't even a typically happy song. And I chose this particular John Denver song for a reason. The ache for home that John Denver feels as he's singing that, you can feel it as a touring musician. He wants to get back there. It's the same ache that I feel when I think about the years in choir as a child that I sang that John Denver song. And it's the same ache when I realize that it was 19 years ago tonight, or yesterday, that John Denver passed away in a plane crash. So you don't have to have happy feelings in order for the emotions of your song to allow you for joyful catharsis. When the words and the music can join together in a way that gives meaning, it's quite an important moment. It's powerful. It's going to come up again. But first, let's talk about adrenaline. Adrenaline is a wild stallion, and as a performer who sometimes has anxiety issues, the controlled risk aspect of karaoke allows me to essentially grab a saddle. And what is a saddle but a defined support system? In this case, a form of words on the screen. Oh, my presentation is not, oh, I forgot to click my thing. Oh yeah, here we go. How about that? I clicked my thing. Click my bits. Click my bits, there we go, click my bits. Hey, bit clicker, there we go. Look at that. It's about to be my cute face. There, now it's my cute face. Thank goodness, here we go, there's adrenaline. Okay, so adrenaline is a wild stallion, and especially for ADHD brains like mine, if you don't get enough dopamine, controlled risks are increasing in popularity, like we're thinking about escape rooms, tattoos, bungee jumping. But for ease of use, I'd say karaoke is probably the number one. It's like walking into Disneyland for some people with a lot more booze. And I'm gonna tell you, even the I hate karaoke people, you all have a song. I can find it for you. I got you. There's a syndrome I call karaoke fever. And where an avowed karaoke hater, their escalation of interest kind of mirrors that of an actual karaoke singer. So they'll be there with the book and they'll be like, nah, I'm not doing that. And then they're like, okay, well, maybe I'll just look at the book. Maybe I'll just look at that book. Then bring that book over. So you bring the book over, and then they say it, and they're like, you know what you should sing? Oh, you should sing this. I'm like, maybe you should sing it. And then all of a sudden, the fear descends on them. And the fear comes from the fact that the microphone sometimes is not just a tool for accessing adrenaline, but it also is going to lead them right to ridicule or embarrassment. And as a karaoke host, it's my job, I believe, to help them get past that. And if you can harness your adrenaline in a productive fashion, you can really get somewhere. So you can actually tell a lot about people how they do that. There was a woman named Allison Wood Brooks at Harvard Business School, and she did a study using adrenaline to talk about using karaoke to talk about performance anxiety. And the way to manage it is very simple. 3 words: I am excited. If you say those 3 words, you are reframing your own understanding of adrenaline and allowing that coursing feeling of craziness and that pumping heart into a situation where you still have agency over the outcome. And you self-soothe into an extremely effective manner. And you better believe I told myself I'm excited 100 times tonight. So, yeah. Yes, I believe the right song is out there for everybody. And yes, for a time I thought that the best outcome as a karaoke host was to get people to a point, people who didn't want to do it, to a point where they could walk off the stage and say, that was awesome, I'm good, I can do that again. And for a while that was all I wanted. Oh God, I gotta change the slide, here we go. Oh Jesus. But here's what happened. I learned that adrenaline matters. Adrenaline matters because when it's produced through voluntary experience of controlled risk, it gets the dopamine going and it doesn't stop. That stuff becomes automatic and you can access things that people are afraid of. Everybody knows that music therapy is a great way to get past traumas that people have experienced, whether it's in a rehabilitation setting or whatever. But I'm interested in talking about technology and how it can make, here we go, what we are doing now can make a diagnostic tool possible. So up here on the screen you see a Japanese invention that is used for noise dampening during home karaoke, designed to cup snugly to the singer's face. There's also some headset mics. There's also a Braille headset for karaoke, or Braille reader, a Google Glass thing. Apple's research kit for the Apple Watch already includes the ability to say "ah" into it, and the iPhone microphone will assess your symptoms of Parkinson's. So this is something that's a big deal for me. I think we're not doing enough. And if I look online at what a medical microphone is, I get nothing. I get a microphone that people can record their medical histories into. This is a microphone on the market today. I believe we could make something different. Maybe with some sensors around the mic, around the face, for people who've maybe had cleft palate surgery or who have strokes and who are perhaps dealing with some kind of neurological difficulties. This is where I think the technology can really go, to make this into a usable form that can be brought into all kinds of parts of the world, maybe in a flying doctor situation for people who've had cleft palate surgery. I really believe that not only to have the sensors and a certain point, you can also have grip sensors. This is something we can talk about in the Q&A. I had to rush, I'm sorry. But I really believe that there is an amazing potential for this. If anybody wants to holler at me, I have a prototype that I'm designing. So thank you so much, and I appreciate your attention. Thank you.